threw it all away. Pat Fenlon's cross superbly met by Haylock. And the Blues appeared to be coasting clear to victory in the second half, when Fenlon, this time on the receiving end, rattled in his first for the club. But Cliftonville had other things in mind, banging in 2 goals in 7 minutes. First after Sean Strang dispossessed Alan Doran before unleashing this low-level drive. Linfield's hopes of staying in the title race took a further body blow when Ron Manley's volley hit the roof of the net. Desi Gorman, back after a 1-match suspension, justifiably got little sympathy from the referee for this inelegant move. No penalty, 2-2 the score. Anderson's Army facing an uphill struggle.
I can hear the cynics already. It was a wind-assisted cross. Surely not. Didn't the Scottish striker spot Wes Lamont off his line and then unload a wicked left-foot spiralling, dipping shot into the top corner? Benefit of the doubt to Mr Candlish. 1-0 then to Glentorrent, just like last Saturday against Portadown. On that occasion, the Glens conceded 2 quick goals before half-time. Last night, they waited until the second half before letting in a brace. The first, after defender George Neal failed to trap. Gary Haylock said, "Thank you very much." And Alan Dornan helped him celebrate in the Tommy McIlroy style, which is becoming quite a ritual at Windsor Park. No wonder the Blues fanzine voted Alan the second best helpless dancer in the club. Linfield nearly waltzed into the lead straight from another goal kick. Docherty. And then Haylock helped the ball behind the Glens defence. And Pat Fenlon's shot was tantalisingly close. But from the very next goal kick, the Blues did take the lead, and it was another George Neal, Gary Haylock production. The ponytailed defender and the clean-cut striker tangled and tussled. Haylock won the duel, make it 2-1. No striptease, but still he celebrated his 33rd goal of the season on his 50th appearance for Linfield.
It's gone very quickly. Obviously, 30-odd goals in 50 games is a very good return. Like I said at the start, I hope to be judged over the 2 years that I'm here.
There was disappointment just before the game for Glenavon when Paul Byrne, veteran of 501 games, failed a fitness test on a groin injury. So the Scot, Ali Moughman, long experienced side with much expected of the 2 front men. Stephen McBride, local football's top scorer with 35 goals, and the skipper Glenn Ferguson, who's got 27. Referee today from Bangor, Mr George Keatley. So Stephen Beattie, just a few minutes ago, in a swinging corner, ended up hitting the woodwork. What happens this time? Curls it in, it's a good one, and it's straight in. I did say he could cause problems with that left foot of his, and with the help of the breeze, and he's made the breakthrough. 16 minutes gone in the second half. Beattie, 1-0. Curled it right in. Robbie Back lost it. And he'll be disappointed. Right-footed. To swing it in, no doubt, below the crossbar. McConnell's up there. He's got a touch. Peebles! It's 2-0. And it's Gary Peebles, and he knows how to celebrate. He got the goal which beat Cliftonville in a quarter-final replay, and surely he's got the goal here which has sealed this semi-final win. The first goal came from an in-swinging corner. Here's the action replay, and Peebles, the vital touch. Those corners causing all sorts of problems, hard to defend against, and Peebles made no mistake. Peebles, goal number 10 of the season, and they are ecstatic. Linfield haven't won the cup since 1982. Could this be their year? On by Nell, Haylock, it could be in here for number 3. He is. And that most certainly is that. More delight on the terraces. Dejection for Robbie Back. And goal number 34 of the season for Haylock. Glenavon caught square. Haylock. Well, it was all so easy in the end. And when Haylock gets in these situations, he rarely loses. Nutmegging Robbie Back.
Haylock just denied by keeper Kevin McKeown after 15 minutes. But the Yorkshireman reaped rewards for his persistence. In the 22nd minute, John Easton dispatched a super through ball and the centre forward stuck it sweetly for his 35th goal of the season. Linfield could have made it 2 with just under 10 minutes to the half, but Fenlon's super strike was just tipped over. Crusaders picked themselves up in the second period, a number of chances coming their way, but the necessary finishing frustratingly absent. 1-0 to the Blues, who now go through to their third cup final this season, courtesy of Haylock's single strike.
It was a great ball in from John Easton, but initially it was a shocking touch from me, and then it's just a case of trying to get it on target, and this time it flew in. Usually they go over the bar.
It was a sweet one for you.
It certainly was. I've not scored many of those.
Half lead, Philip Nell launched a through ball. Gary Haylock brushed aside Paul Gaston and scored his 36th goal of the season. Colerane's equaliser was one of the sweetest strikes to have graced the Irish League this year. Paul Carlyle joining the Tony Gorman fan club. And Coleraine nipped in front courtesy of Derek Cook. Alan Ewing barged Noel Bailey out of the way and an unmarked Cook nodded in the cross. Linfield squared the game 11 minutes from time. Stuart McLean hauled down Gary Haylock and referee Freddie McKnight awarded a penalty. Haylock took his season's tally to 37, and if the Blues win their last 3 games, the Gibson Cup is theirs.
Are those massive?
Out confidently at Shamrock Park, unbeaten at home in the league for 33 games. But Linfield, who hadn't won a match at Shamrock in 5 seasons, were about to change all that, and the player who would orchestrate the downfall was Desi Gorman. Yes, the Dundalk Hawk was back after 5 matches, and the huge Linfield following didn't have to wait very long to watch Desi demoralise the opposition. 3 minutes to be precise. He outpaced Alfie Stewart and carefully lobbed an uncertain Ports keeper Mickey Keenan to make it 1-0. And Gorman glided to celebrate his 21st goal of the season. Stephen Beattie's vision to pick out Gorman was superb. Keenan will be disappointed that he hesitated, but the finish was coolly executed. With 5 minutes later, Portadown almost equalised, but Wes Lamont made an impressive reflex stop from Martin Russell's point-blank shot. Noel Bailey's free kick after 20 minutes set up Linfield's second. Gary Peebles headed the ball into Raymond Campbell's path. His shot was accurately deflected in by Gorman. And that drove the thousands of blue men at the other end absolutely wild. A second look reveals flaws in the Portadown defence. Campbell was unmarked. Gorman was given far too much room as he prowled in the box, but the striker's finish was instinctive. In the 33rd minute, Campbell stole the ball from Peter Murray and almost put Linfield 3 ahead. Mickey Keenan, though, made a fine save, just getting a foot to the shot. And Gary Haylock also had an opportunity to make it 3-1. His first-time effort sailed over the bar. Well, Linfield's dominance continued in the second half. Pat Fenlon's header here tipped over by Keenan. And from Fenlon's free kick a few minutes later, Haylock again came agonisingly close. His header rebounded off the bar, but watch Keenan just scrape the ball off the line and then gather. Portadown's Gorman, Tony, flashed a typical shot over the bar, but the Port's banner, Stormin Gorman, referred not to this man, but the Linfield version. At the final whistle, the Blues' excitement spilled onto the pitch. A good day's work for Lindsay McKeown and Trevor Anderson's team. Portadown simply outplayed.
We didn't get the grips with it at all, but that's the way it goes. Our boys know themselves sitting in there, they haven't produced the goods, and that's it. But I would feel myself that in a big game like this in particular, we cannot afford to give away early goals, and it's just exactly